I love how no one understands Star-Lord's Earth references. It's like, hey, don't call me a raccoon. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant trash panda. Is that better? I'm Mary Poppins, y'all! After watching Civil War, it basically became the standard for comic book movies. Every time me and my friends go see a Marvel movie or a Star Wars movie now, we'll always ask ourselves afterwards, was it better than Civil War? Maybe it's just because it was in the heat of the moment, or maybe because of how hyped I am for this movie, but I think I enjoyed Guardians Volume 2 a little more.
Bruh.
Civil War is an action-packed, dramatic masterpiece of a film. But Guardians Volume 2, it's a hilarious, heartwarming joyride. I guess, in the end, it really depends on what you look for in a movie, but either way, I would say that Guardians Volume 2 is definitely worth seeing in theaters. I loved it so much. And I loved the merch that all came with it. We got to the movies with about 10 minutes to spare before Guardians was going to start, so I wanted to get one of these cups. I got halfway through the line, and I checked the time, I was like, shit. In the end, we made it in the theater before the trailer started, but the funny thing is, I didn't take one damn sip out of the cup the entire way through. By the time the credits rolled down, the ice had melted and the Fruitopia was just gross. I just really wanted the cup before they ran out of little baby Groots. I also got a pair of these Star-Lord 3D glasses. They wouldn't have worked for the IMAX screening, but it doesn't really matter because I bought them after the movie. It was freaking hilarious. You just go up to the counter, right, and they always ask you, "Hello, sir, would you be interested in purchasing one of our combos this evening?" I was like, no, I just want the glasses. For whatever reason, I also just had to have this amazing Groot popcorn cup. It's super stale.
It's too crunchy.
Back in 2014, when the first Guardians movie was released, some people actually had the nerve to ask me if Thanos was Star-Lord's father.
Bruh.
Look at the size of Thanos compared to the size of a regular human being. I mean, he's like a purple Hulk, essentially. At the premiere for the movie, I learned that Star-Lord's dad was, in fact, Ego. Ego. As in this shit. Talk about your damn daddy issues. That would be so much worse than waking up and learning that Darth Vader or Magneto was your dad. Friggin' Ego, of all things. I would never have guessed Ego was Peter Quill's father in a million years. I mean, suddenly the idea of Thanos doesn't seem so stupid. Now, of course, Peter doesn't believe it at first, but Ego teaches him about his heritage and tells him the story of how he met his mother. It's nice. They have a little father-son bonding time. They play catch, and Ego even teaches Peter how to control and manipulate the planet. It's really awesome. You almost kind of want Ego to join the Guardians at that point. But then he turned out to be the universe's biggest dick. Yeah, his lifelong mission wasn't to find his son, it was to expand himself. And to do that, he traveled from planet to planet, leaving behind these little ego seeds, which would eventually, like, transform the planet to be a part of him. Until everything was ego. Ooh. So many planets would be a lot to handle for one Celestial, but maybe not for two. So what does he do? He impregnates thousands of women with the hopes that one of his children will carry the Celestial gene. And you could probably guess who that turned out to be. That's how Star-Lord was able to hold the Infinity Stone without getting Shrek'd. Anyways, this is where the movie gets a little dark. He hires Yondu to deliver all of his children to him. And after realizing that they don't have the Celestial gene, he kills them.
Oh, hell no!
Thousands of children dead at the hands of their own father. I mean, what the actual fudge? When Yondu realizes this, he decides not to deliver Peter to Ego. Instead, he was going to take care of him himself and raise him as his son. He taught Peter how to fight, how to thieve. He even gave him those signature blasters we see in the first movie. All Yondu ever wanted was to protect Peter from Ego, which makes it all the more sad when he dies. Yeah, I actually kind of cried a little bit at that scene. After all the terrible things Yondu did over his life, he wanted to make things right by sacrificing himself to save the one who he considered as his son. It's a total Grunkle Stan moment when you think about it. Probably why they gave him such a nice headshot on this poster. Don't you love this thing? It's so vibrant and colorful. I love it so much. It makes sense that someone would want to steal it. Apparently, I was in the bathroom and apparently some chick came over and just picked up my poster and was all like, "Should I give this to my boyfriend, Steve?" It's too bad for you, Steve. You should have came to the movie, bro. It was really awesome. Anyways, guys, definitely leave a comment in the comment section below. What did you think of Guardians Volume 2? Was it better than Civil War? Or maybe is it your current favorite Marvel movie at least? Let me know down below. Until next time, have an absolutely fantastic night. Remember to keep it real and stay frosty out there, and I will catch you on the flip side.